497, 498, 499, and then it ticks over to that magical 500 km/h mark. Hello and welcome to one of the best cars to engine swap in Gran Turismo 7. This is the Porsche Cayman GT4. Now this car got added to Gran Turismo 7 as a part of update 1.20, which has been out for over a year now, and that's just alone crazy to think about. So this Porsche Cayman, fully upgraded, this vehicle is an absolute beast, a supercar destroyer if you will. This car, fully upgraded, produces 532 brake horsepower and comes in at a weight of 1045 kgs. The vehicle is extremely lightweight and produces reasonable power, and because of that the car sets blistering lap times. Around Kyoto Driving Park, do not be surprised to see this vehicle set lap times around a 1 minute 34 second mark, which is absolutely mind-boggling, because that's the speed or the certain lap times you'll find vehicles around the 400,000 credit mark setting, and this vehicle only costs 120,000 credits. When I tell you value for money, the Porsche is the way to go. The Porsche Cayman GT4 is just such an absolute joy to drive. With it being fully upgraded, max downforce, racing soft tires, the vehicle eats up the corners. When it comes to acceleration, when it comes to braking, when it comes to just how responsive this vehicle is, it takes the cake for all of the categories. The car is just absolutely incredible. So when I saw with update 1.38 that we could actually engine swap it, I was a bit on the fence. Now that was until I saw the engine swap, because with the Porsche Cayman GT4 you would expect the engine swap from the 911 race car or even the GT4 variant of this exact same car. But no, Gran Turismo, Polyphony Digital, someone sat there and thought, you know what would be really strange and cool? What if we put a V8 in this Porsche? So that is exactly what they did. And they didn't give us any old boring LS7 or LT4 V8. No, they gave us the Windsor 351 V8 out of the GAC Maverick. Standard, the Maverick's engine produces 1100 brake horsepower. And I say standard because we can further upgrade that engine. Do you know how mad this is? And the fact of this only costs 250,000 credits. So if you purchase the vehicle for 120, you purchase the engine swap for 250, you are at 370,000 credits and you will possess one of the best cars in Gran Turismo 7. It's absolutely madness, because if we take the V8, swap it in, then we head on over to the tuning shop to a staggering, we are able to bump up that power from taking it from a measly 1100 horsepower, 1408 brake horsepower. Now with power levels that high, how do I say this? It shouldn't handle power at all. I should have just ruined this Porsche. It shouldn't have any sign of grip. It should just be all over the place and an absolute nightmare to drive. That's what you would think, right? That's the first thought you should get. But that is absolutely the total opposite of what you get. The Porsche Cayman GT4 is able to somehow handle this 1400 horsepower and give you such a good experience around the circuit. The way this car just gains speed is unlike any other vehicle. You can't find many vehicles in Gran Turismo 7 that can gain speed as fast as this car. Around Kyoto Driving Park, before you reach the end of the straightaway, you are pushing almost 340 kilometers per hour. That is absolutely madness, because some of the fastest supercars in the game are only able to reach 320, 330 kilometers per hour. And for this Cayman, not even a 911, a Porsche Cayman to do the exact same thing, madness, absolute madness. And the braking, the brakes are able to keep up and handle this amount of power. You slow down in time. You don't fear for your life that, okay, you know what, I'm gonna be going into a barrier any moment. Yes, the vehicle can slip out from time to time, but it's not to say that you're wrestling a bear, that you're really struggling to control it. No, that is not it at all. It just steps out, you counter steer, and then you're on your way. You just carry on. You are able to set such fast lap times. Around Kyoto Driving Park, I was able to set a fastest lap time of 1 minute 26.4. Almost 10 seconds faster than this car's standard. A 126 is so incredibly fast. That is a maxed out Lamborghini Aventador level of fast. And that car's all-wheel drive, extremely lightweight. And this Porsche Cayman is absolutely broken, and I love it. This has to be up there with my favorite, one of the best engine swaps in Gran Turismo 7. The only downside to the Porsche Cayman with this V8 swap has to be the fact of money grinding. When it comes to money grinding, well, you're kinda in a knot, because this car, it really struggles. If you do want a money grind, well, you're gonna have to completely detune the vehicle. Like, take out all upgrades, take your ECU, drop it down to 70 power restrictor, 70 max weight, put your ballast all the way forward, and then only will you somehow be able to get under 700 performance points. And even if you do the 800 performance points events, you still have to downgrade it so much that it really just kills all the fun of it. And even when it comes to fuel efficiency, it's a gas guzzling V8. Like around the WTC 700 around Le Mans, this car on fuel map level 6, the most laps you can get out of it is 2 laps before you need to refuel. And I mean, you're setting lap times around the 4-minute mark, which is fast, but for vehicles that do that sort of lap time, they get more laps out of it. So I wouldn't really recommend it for money grinding. Then I decided, you know what, this car is so incredibly fast, let's see how fast it can actually go in a straight line. So then the challenge was, can the Porsche Cayman actually beat or pass 500 kilometers per hour? So after testing, going back and forth, changing gear ratios, I was able to hit a top speed of 485 kilometers per hour. And when I was able to do that without nitrous, without slipstreaming, I knew it was going to be able to get that 500 mark when I did slipstreaming and a bit of nitrous. And lo and behold, that is exactly what I did. The car, you just saw it gaining speed. You just see 497, 498, 499, and then it ticks over to that magical 500 kilometer per hour mark. This Porsche is absolutely bonkers, and you need to own it. There's no excuse for you not to have this Porsche, because it's not a one-trick pony where, okay, it's only fast in a straight line. It can go around turns, and for me, that is what blows me away. The Porsche Cayman GT4 with the GAC Maverick engine is one of the best engine swaps in Gran Turismo 7. That is plain down, that is a fact. There's no way around it. I don't hear, oh, but it's fuel efficiency isn't correct. I don't care about fuel efficiency if I'm going this fast. This car feels unstoppable, and it just gives you such a feeling of this is real speed. So if you want to experience that, you need to get behind the wheel of this Porsche. So no excuses, do it now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.